It's me again. Just want to show quickly what I consider Australia's best band of the 1960s, even better than the EASYBEATS. This is a fantastic essential compilation on Raven Records, put out by Glenn A. Baker. This is probably goes for a bomb on Discogs or whatever it's called these days, but very hard. I think it's on CD as well, but War or Hands of Time, the Masters Apprentices. Five KA. It's a radio station in Adelaide. This band came from Adelaide in South Australia. I lived there for a year in 1959-60. We moved down from Sydney while Dad was doing secret stuff at the Woomera Rocket Range. And so I was wandering around, and we lived at Grange, which literally just walked across the road and you're on the beach at Grange. God, I loved it there. I was wandering around being picked on in school down there because I was from Sydney. They used to call me convict. What they didn't realise was I was only second generation Australian. But anyway, so the members of this band would have been a little bit older than me, 3 years maybe. So they would have been wandering around in their short pants and with snotty noses too, I guess, around the same time I was there. It just gives me a buzz to think I was down there while they were just starting to get into forming I reckon, the best Aussie band of the 60s. Yeah. So, yes, Living in a Child's Dream, number 1. And below that, on that top 40 chart, Living in a Child's Dream. And this belonged, I do believe that chart belonged to one of the members of the band, if not Jim Keys, the singer. See how that's underlined, see? They're number 1. That's their third single. They went from snarly, gnarly, undecided. They just came out all guns firing, recorded recorded above or behind a butcher shop. I don't know, whatever. Was recorded in one take in a garage. And they didn't even have a title for it. So Jim Keys just said, I don't know, we're undecided. So the record company just saw the tape, and it just had the Masters Apprentices undecided. So they called the record company called the single Undecided. It's got nothing to do with the actual song. Anyway, so Undecided was gnarly, snarly, kick-ass, stomping garage rocket of the highest order. Fantastic, punky, snarly, snotty, bloody thing it is. Masterpiece. Followed up by the equally as good Buried and Dead. I have all these singles on the Astral label. I'm just not going to look for them at the moment. Their third single, Living in a Child's Dream, they took a completely different approach. It's sort of not psychedelic, I mean, it's sort of it's almost bubble gum. They were very they chopped and changed all through their career. They changed lineups numerous times. There were 2 classic lineups: the original band on the first 4 singles, 3, and then the second band were. Yeah, look, there was three or 4 variations. I actually saw them just before they took off to London to record at Abbey Road, and that was the final incarnation of the band. And yeah, that was so. I actually got to see them, which was pretty damned exciting, I'll tell you. So, number one, Living in a Child's Dream. It kept San Franciscan Nights by Eric Burdon and the Animals in number 2. It kept We Love You, Dandelion by the Rolling Stones in number 3. Pretty cool, huh? So, yeah, all I can say is this is the one I recommend. It's got all the essential tracks. Undecided, 1966. Buried and Dead, 1967. War or Hands of Time, the awesome B-side of Undecided, 1966. Hot Gully Wind, 1967. Now, if you hear Hot Gully Wind in 1967, and then if you hear Brown Sugar from 1971 by the Rolling Stones, they basically stole, not the song, but the whole vibe of Brown Sugar, or, one of those Stones like singles. It's Hot Gully Wind. The guitar tone, the actual, everything about it just reeks of the Rolling Stones. But 1971 Rolling Stones, if you know what I'm talking about. It's mainly the guitar. It just sounds like Keith Richards, before he became Keith Richards later on. I don't know. What the fuck would I know? But One Day's sort of a bit soppy. Living in a Child's Dream is soppy, but it's great pop. Great pop. I call it that, it's that sunshine pop, slightly psychedelic. That's the first incarnation of the band with a great Mick Bauer, the guitarist, the songwriter. He had a nervous breakdown. He just couldn't deal with it. And so he was gone within basically 18 months. Those first 4 singles are just 3 singles are awesome. Then came the second incarnation, Elevator Driver, classic. God damn, what a great track. 1968, Bridget, just silly, soppy sort of Winchester Cathedral sort of stuff, but I like it anyway. The awesome Merry-Go-Round. This is getting into the third incarnation of the band with the great Doug Ford, a local boy grew up in the Sutherland Shire from where I grew up. Merry-Go-Round, the B-side of Bridget. Oh, God, it is killer. Heavy stuff. 510 Man. Oh, man. Side 2, Think About Tomorrow Today. Track 2, Turn Up Your Radio. Now, that's 4 killers in a row. Merry-Go-Round, 510 Man, Think About Tomorrow Today, Turn Up Your Radio. This is where they got sort of heavy. I mean, not super heavy, but they got heavier. Really good stuff. Then there's Burke and Wills and Me, 1970. A Dog, A Siren of Memories, they're both from 1970. And their big hit, Because I Love You, from 1971, off that recording session at Abbey Road. Gorgeous, beautiful song. And here we go. The Future of Our Nation. Man, what a killer, kick-ass bloody, wow. I'm getting turned on just reading off the bloody song titles. Luckily, I'm impotent now and I can't, do something down in the downstairs department after this. Then the future, then Rio de Janeiro, which was also off that last album they made in Abbey Road, which became a hit, and Love Is. This is a pretty damn immaculate compilation. So, yep, as Molly Meldrum would say, do yourself a favour. That's the second incarnation of the band. That chappie didn't last long. He filled in for Mick Bauer. That poor guy, the drummer, fabulous drummer. He left early too. There's Jim Keys, the singer. I forget their names, but it doesn't matter. Sorry, they're Garth Hudson, Gavin Webb, and Steve. Yeah, that was the second lineup. Anyway, 10 minutes exactly. See ya.